What's up, EIs? And what's up, EIs? Empowered individuals. Whew, it is late right now, but I'm trying to get up to bed. I got shit to do tomorrow. I'll be out tomorrow. I'm sure I'll see some perps. And I'm gonna hang out with somebody. Or maybe he'll see some perps with me and I can tell him about it. Because the more people I tell, the more you get found out. So right now it's January 25th, 2022, excuse me. And I went out yesterday late. I got up late, but I was able to sleep, so I don't care what time I got up. You know what I mean? Like, who cares? I went up, I had a recurring dream, but it seemed like it was a fake dream that somebody put in my head. I've had this dream on and off for a couple years now. It was just a very strange dream. Like, I went outside in the dream, and I saw snow on the steps, and I was shoveling, and then some guy ran out of his house just to stare at me. So I'm like, okay, that person's, doing that. That part was different, but the other parts of it were the same. Like, I was in a mansion, these two women were having like a tea party, and they wanted me to eat with them. So that's Jezebel Lilith making a covenant with me through a witch somewhere. So maybe next door, maybe, I don't know. I could be, I didn't know she was that way until, a few years ago. So I saw the item that they wanted me to eat, and I didn't eat it, so that's the trick, not to do that. You see it in the dream, you try to wake up or, make sure you don't eat anything in your dream or drink anything, because that's witchcraft. The witches, they do those rituals in their house with you in mind. All they gotta do is think about you. They don't even have to have your picture. They just think about you, and then they do it. So just be very careful out there. So I'm just trying to warn you. It's a little journal I have here. I didn't write in it yet, so I could use it as a cover. No secrets in there, if you want to find out. Some of you do, some of these don't. Well, I'm trying just new different, backgrounds to my videos. Cause I can't go outside right now. It's too cold and it's too late. It's fucking freezing out there. Usually, I make a video outside in the backyard or in the front. I have not been to the backyard in a long while. I actually miss going out there. But that too, like, me sleeping a lot more than usual, that's witchcraft too. Because the witch next door, she's depressed. And so she does her witchcraft on me. She's making me depressed too. She's putting that on me, like she's putting it on me. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they do too. They project themselves and their feelings onto you, whoever you are. If whether you know them personally or not. So that's who's interrupting my sleep. So the other video I made were the empty bottles. She definitely took them out of my pail, because those were in the recycle pail on my side of the garden, which we took over when the last people moved out. We took it over, we put plants and flowers and everything, trees, so they don't have any rights to that. First of all, they don't even own the house next door, they rent it. So they really have no business doing anything there. So when I saw that, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And it was the day before recycling night. So, and I did hear noises too. The window was open when I was upstairs, and I heard shuffling. That's how loud she was. So she took the garbage pail out of her side, climbed the fence into the gate. It's like a little opening where you can just step up on the brick, the cement, and just walk into the gate. So she took the pails out, walked in, took the cover off my side of the recycle pail, took a couple bottles out, empty bottles, put them on the floor on her side, in front of the garbage pail, squished them down. I don't know if she did it with a foot or something else, but they were all squished. And then hid them behind a bag of recycles. Her husband has been away a lot. They have a new car, and he's not usually home anymore, which is weird. Like, I expect to hear all the weird noises on a Saturday night, morning, but I haven't heard them in a while. Like that weird vacuum. Ugh, God, that shit's loud. They do it in the garage with the vacuum, and then they go in the backyard. The husband and the son. Sometimes the son goes there. So that's why I thought he was going to do that Saturday when I showed you the video. But yeah, so she did that because she's planning on saying to the son that I did that so he can come over and try to beat me up again. Are you fucking kidding? I couldn't believe he was trying to beat me up that day. I'm a woman. You don't beat a woman's ass. Especially since they didn't do nothing. I'm not a man. You don't fucking try to beat my ass up. I was ready to fight his ass anyway, so I would have fought his ass right back. You think he treats the new girlfriend like that? No, he doesn't treat her like that. So what's the difference? Because I'm fat? Is that why that's why he thinks he could take me on? That's why I didn't like him in the beginning. He gave me very, very, psychopath vibes from the get-go. And then he started doing all this, he started doing this little shit show too. And that's where she got involved. I guess they thought I was weak in my faith or something. I don't know, maybe I was, but now I'm not. So they shouldn't try new stuff. But they always will. So last night, before I came in the house, it's a regular garbage night. So I was able to go into the garden and I picked all those things up and put it back in the recycle pail and shut the cover. And the cover was all off of the pail a little bit. When I noticed that, I looked over and then I saw the bottles, empty bottles. If you're giving them to the people that come around, collecting the bottles, that's understandable. But you don't go in somebody's pail and do that. Like, what's wrong with you? She knows where the camera is, so of course she's going to do this on her side so she doesn't get caught. I thought she didn't care that we had cameras. I guess she does. Anything to cause any kind of drama in her life. Her life is too quiet, I guess. She has nothing going on in her life, so she figures she can get me in trouble. I wound up mentioning the bottles to my sister. I was like, yeah, some of the bottles from our recycle pail were under the gate on their side. I was like, I guess they got knocked down. Maybe the bottles fell out, But they were squished on her side, so that's definitely... They didn't just fall out, She went in there. She's always out there, When I sit on my bench there, she comes out to just throw one piece of garbage out. You think she's not going to go to that length? Hello, gang stalkers go to every type of length you could think of. Even stuff you didn't think of because they have nothing better to do. She's home all day now. She doesn't leave the house ever to go shopping. She makes her husband go shopping. She orders stuff online and she makes her husband or son go to grocery shopping. I don't even think she leaves the house. Gets up in the morning, but what do I know? And she makes her husband clean the house too, I think. She's an alcoholic, so maybe that's what it is too. Like, she's drunk when she thinks of these things. And she's like, oh, I'm going to do this and this and this. Doesn't make sense to me. Like, I'm trying to get my shit together. I don't really want to think about her or what she's going to do. But so far, during all their witchy holidays, she hasn't done anything. Which is weird. She always does something on those types of holidays. So maybe this is the last thing she was going to do before she was going to do something else. So I didn't want that whole incident to happen again. And maybe she was doing that just to piss me off, so I would go over there and yell at her. It could be that too. Anything's possible with these psychopaths. So, no, I didn't get gang stalked yesterday. I just saw people wearing a lot of red. Red and black, everything red. I kind of did see this man that he was dressed with fancy clothes. I was walking to the pharmacy and I saw him walking towards me, but he was like walking zigzag-ish. And he kept looking across the street for something. Well, somebody. And he was on his phone the whole time, but he kept looking over there. So I looked over there, and I saw somebody looking over at me. I don't know if he was looking for that guy, or if he was looking for somebody in the car. Like, I'm hoping he was just looking for a taxi cab or something, because... yeah. I don't know. But I think that he was probably a handler or something. I guess I'll wait and see. If I see him around the neighborhood again. Because it looked like he was too perfect to be in the neighborhood, you know what I mean? It's a mixture of everybody in the neighborhood, but I don't know. And I see all these young people wearing their pajamas. Pajama pants, Ugg slippers. They don't get dressed for school, I guess, or, ever. I mean, when I leave my house, I put pants on, regular clothes. I don't wear pajamas when I go out. And I shower, too, so, you know what I mean? Like, these people look like they don't shower ever, either. It's gross. But anyways, there's a lot of weed, too. Like, I smell a lot of weed in my neighborhood. Well, there's a lot of people that do, all types of drugs, not just weed. It's legal here now, so. The druggie up the block. He always used to wait for me at the corner. I do hand signals, wearing red. So I saw him yesterday. And I was coming back from Dunkin'. He was coming up the block, and he just put his head down like he didn't want me to look at him. At least he feels bad that he did that, Because first of all, I don't even know the guy. I don't even know how long he's been living in the neighborhood. It's not like we were introduced or anything like that. We don't know each other. Like, why are you on my ass? So, shouldn't be spying on me. Just, you're already making money off your drugs that you're selling. And he was probably addicted to painkillers because he had an injury, so he was wearing a cane, using a cane, and his wife's a nurse, and they have a little kid. It's like, what are you doing? What are you gang stalking people for? When they have families, it's even worse. It's even more pathetic. I mean, you're pathetic when you do it, but when you're single. But when you're married and you have kids, that's what you're focusing on? Like, to gang stalk people for a living? They can't be making that much money. I'm sorry, they cannot be. But now, around this time, there won't be too many gang stalkers out because it's cold. It's really cold. It's going to be in the 20s all week. And, I saw a couple of, I got spam calls yesterday during this weird-ass dream I was having. It was like, I was trying to finish it, with my own thoughts, because I can do that every once in a while. I'll just break these weird dreams up and make my own version up. So as I was trying to do that, that's when the phone rang 3 or 4 times, spam calls. But that's what they do. You understand, the gang stalkers, if they can't get you in the street, they'll call you and spam call you all day long. Oh my god, it's so annoying. And it's like an Autobot at some point. Sometimes it's real people and they get really pissed off if you don't listen to them at all. If you don't believe they lie, boy, do they get pissed off. Good. What the fuck are you doing with your life? Now, listen, I might be poor, but at least I ain't calling people for a living and following people around for a living and making money. I just wanted you to see, all their tactics and everything. Even even walking by today, like on camera, it wasn't that many. How many people? I mean, they might have passed each other and did the hand signal, like behind the car or something, like away from the camera. But that's all on them, you know. They gotta live with that. I'm sure I'm gonna see those special magnets on those special cars again. I can't believe I saw that at the supermarket and all that stuff. That was crazy. I always see them every once in a while. They're so fast you can never get a picture. And then a couple months back, we were right behind one, and he was cutting us off in the road. My sister got so angry with him. She beeped him, and he was like up. He was making us go up his ass, basically, with the car. Like, bumper to bumper. Like, he wanted her to hit him. That's what he was doing. Like I said, she don't know it's gang stalking. She doesn't know what that is. Well, somebody at the lodge does not like both of us, but I see it, and she doesn't. So they're gonna do it to me more. You understand? Once you figure out what they're doing, they'll do it more. I think they're mad at her because she works, so she's distracted from that, from their stalking tactics. But you know what? She does have a temper, so they better watch their ass because she will curse them out. So you think my anger is horrible? Nope. I don't even get mad at them. I don't fucking care what they do. I'm just trying to show the newbies what's up. You know what I mean? Trying to show you what's going on and show you that this is what they do. You know, we try to have the little moments of peace and quiet, and then all the demons just show up to stare at us, the people. So, can't even sit outside at my own porch without getting looked at, stared down by Smokey Robinson. Douchebag. He's such an ass. But you know, putting the stick from the tree in front of our house so somebody trips over it. But then he laughs when she yells at him. He literally, he's hysterical laughing. The fuck is wrong with you? You got demons. That's what's wrong with you. He puts it in front of the driveway. So when my sister comes home from work, she might run over it. You know what I mean? Even when she puts it in the garden, he takes the stick out of the garden. So basically trespassing on my property. And does the same thing. Puts it in front of our porch, or in front of the car, the driveway, or in front of the actual door. I was wondering why one day I came outside and he was standing in front of the garden looking in it. I was like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, he looked inside the garden and then looked at me and jumped like he was guilty of something. But now I know he was guilty of something. He was looking for sticks to put in front of the house. Like, he did that too out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Nobody did anything to him. He just decided he didn't like my sister and said, I'm going to put these sticks in front of you. First of all, they weren't even anywhere near anybody. Where the tree is and where the sidewalk is plenty of room to leave the branches there for a few minutes, or a few days. It's not in the street. It's not in front of anybody's house. It was nowhere. It's nowhere near them. He just did not like them because he likes to come to my side and smoke under the tree, and I guess he was just mad that they were there. He didn't really get caught doing that, which is really annoying. You know what I mean? He didn't get caught going into my driveway or anything like that, but he hasn't been getting caught walking up to the house, smoking in front of the house. Like, one time he actually went up the stairs. Like, what is he looking for? Was he trying to take our mail now? He tried to take our mail, I think. He took his own landlord's mail and threw it in the street. And didn't even know he did that. It was all their mail was in the street. And one of the mail was in front of my house. So I think he did that too. I'm telling you, he's trying to get me in trouble too. I took the mail that I found in front of my house and just put it on their porch. And my mailman that is new, he gave Bread Boy our mail. So he had to come up the stairs. I'm like, oh my god. Like, the more you don't want these people on your property, the more they're gonna have an excuse to show up. Anyways, so that's what I'm saying. Like, when she comes out, because she's not coming out yet to see her work with the bottles. So when she comes out and sees that there's no bottles in there, maybe she'll get mad and come around and try to take them out from my side. I mean, that would be nice to catch that on camera, but we'll see. I have a feeling she won't. Like I said, God sees everything she's doing. He already knew that she had that thought to even do that in her brain. He already knew it. She can't be saved. When you really repent and stop your shit, that's when God can save you. It's too late for her now. Give the rest, no rest for the wicked, right? That's what that's talking about. Like, for her to actually get so angry with me, and she hasn't even seen me in months because she's in the house. And just to think about doing that, it's like what's wrong with you? I wasn't even thinking about her at all. Maybe that's why she's angry, because I wasn't thinking about her. Maybe she has a crush on me. Who knows? I would not be shocked. She swings both ways, so she's really a he. So.